Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome to the February 2023 channel update. As always, these channel updates are available for channel members for 1 week exclusively before they release to the general public. So if you are a channel member, thank you so much for your support. And if you're not a channel member and you're interested, just go ahead and click the join button below this video and you'll find out what you get for your hard-earned dollars. Spoiler alert, it's not much. It's just these channel updates and your name in the credits of videos. I don't paywall or gate guide content. There's no point. But if you just want to help out, you can. But it's there. Okay, so this month's update is probably like the most, I would say, like impactful update that I've had in a long time in terms of like what I kind of want to talk about. So first things first, just to sort of recap last month, I played through Dark Souls 2 version 1.0. And I also just recently, just 2 days ago, I think, finished, maybe it was actually yesterday, finished my Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask walkthrough. That is a 100% walkthrough in 9 parts. For warning, or fair warning, the 8th part is over 3 hours long. It's a very efficient playthrough, meaning that I often bounce between main quests and dungeons and side quests. So like I try to do as much as I can per 3-day cycle, and then each video is more or less one cycle. So if you're looking for help on Majora's Mask, it is available. Or if you want to play it, it's available on Nintendo Switch Online. That version, in my opinion, is really good. I've said before, I'm not a fan of the Ocarina of Time port. I don't think it looks very good, but the Majora's Mask port looks great in my opinion and is perfectly serviceable, especially if you don't have a 64 or a GameCube or even the 3DS version. The 3DS version has a lot of strange changes. I don't really understand them, but the walkthrough will work for both with the exception of bosses. You do have to fight bosses differently in 3DS, but it doesn't matter. Use the walkthrough for 3DS, you'll be fine. So that's what I did in the past month. And my original plan was to play Forspoken. That came out, I believe, earlier this month. I'm going to double check real quick. Forspoken release date. January 24th. When did I upload the last channel update? That might have been the 15th, I think. January. That was the 23rd. The day before. That's really funny. So I started playing Forspoken and really disliked it, so I stopped playing it. And I did not make a single video for it, and I'm glad for that because I did not like that game. It's gotten very mixed reviews, and I will say that I am on the back half of the mixed reviews. I just don't think it's a good game. It has cool ideas, looks pretty, but not for me. The next 3 games that are coming out, the next major 3 games, are Resident Evil 4 Remake on March 24th, Star Wars Jedi Survivor on April 28th, and then, of course, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on May 12th. My original plan was to cover all 3 of these games. However, and this is the meat of this update and what I really needed to talk about and let you all know, is I need to take a break. So, TLDR, I don't know if I'm going to cover Resident Evil 4. Star Wars was always a little iffy just because it comes out 2 weeks before Zelda. And Zelda is 100% my priority. That's like the biggest game that I'm looking forward to playing, even just on a personal level, regardless of YouTube walkthroughs and guides. But I'm feeling pretty burnt out. I feel like, I've talked about this before, where like YouTube is something that I would really like to do full time one day, but I still have to, pursue a career, on the side that is more sustainable. And I've been able to manage this very well, doing both of these things at the same time. But I don't think I've ever actually recovered from Elden Ring. I know that's crazy to say, it having come out a year ago. But, I covered Elden Ring extensively for 2 months, packed up almost 3 months, packed up all my stuff, moved to Los Angeles, settled in, got an apartment, unpacked it, set myself back up, continued with Elden Ring coverage for another couple weeks with the full playthrough walkthrough, and then, just covered a bunch of stuff after that, did Crisis Core really fast before Christmas, came back, was going to do Forspoken, decided to do Dark Souls 2 1.0 instead, did Majora's Mask. Like, it just feels like I've been nonstop. And it's been fun. Don't get me wrong. I've loved every minute of it. but I am tired. And it's like affecting my sleep. It's affecting my general mood. And being honest, this is the first time that I have felt like I need to take a break from this. And it's not going to be long. It's not going to be substantial. This isn't me being like, oh, I'm done with this. Not by a long shot. It's just I need to be very mindful of what I'm doing and like my own health. And I can't take a break from regular work, like at least not for more than a week. So I need to take a break from this. However, like I said, like Resident Evil 4 is likely the thing to go. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, frankly, was always a little bit iffy for me, not only because of the proximity to Tears of the Kingdom now, but more so because I really didn't love Fallen Order. It was fun, and I made a few guides for it, but it was a really buggy, messy experience for me when it came out. So for that reason, like, Survivor looks cool, but like I don't know how it's going to run, and it doesn't look that different gameplay-wise. It definitely looks prettier. Looks like it has more going on, more, hopefully more varied environments. But if it's the same game, then I may not really love it. And me, I don't cover games that I'm not really actively enjoying, which is why I stopped making guides for Fallen Order, just so I could play it and get through it and not have to worry about it. Tears of the Kingdom has always been a 100% thing. I've said several times I really wish that I was working on this channel when Breath of the Wild came out. I really wish I knew that I loved making walkthroughs so much, because I would have loved to have covered that game. And so I want to come into Zelda like fresh and ready to go. And I feel like if I were to cover Resident Evil 4, cover Star Wars, I would just be so burnt out by then that I would probably grow resentful towards this and be like, man, like, why am I doing this? Like, it just wouldn't be a good scene. So it's better for me and better for everyone if I just take probably like a month off and just chill out, play games by myself, still be active on Twitter. I'm still in Discord. You can always get a hold of me, but just not cover a game either until Star Wars or Zelda. Like Zelda for sure. Star Wars I'm just so iffy on, like I said, but that's basically the update. With that said, before making this video, I looked at the release calendar, and frankly, I thought that Resident Evil was coming out in like a week or two. I really thought it was much closer. Knowing now that it's like a month away, there may be a chance that March 24th rolls around that I'm like, okay, I feel great, let's do it. But I just want to give you guys a heads up that Resident Evil 4 may not be covered on this channel. I did 2 Remake, 3 Remake, streamed a lot of 7, did Village, and was really looking forward to covering 4, but if there's one thing that's got to go, it's that. It's not going to be Zelda. And so, I'm just going to take the time, chill out, regroup, get my brain back to normal, hopefully get my sleep schedule back to normal, and then we'll go into either Star Wars or most certainly Zelda. But that's the channel update. I hope you can all understand, but I got to take care of me first. Okay. Oh, yeah, I also streamed... Oh, yeah, I didn't even talk about Aeterna Noctis. That's probably what did it to me, was the frustration of playing that 11 out of 10 game and the save deleting on me multiple times. If you didn't tune into my streams, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, or even the Discord conversation I was having with somebody else who's playing it, Aeterna Noctis is an incredible game. I've streamed it several times. I got to the second to last area in my original playthrough that I started like last year, got to the second to last area, and then my save started reverting, and I started losing hours upon hours upon hours of progress. And so contacted the developer. They said the only way to fix this, we did patch it, but the only way to really fix it and have that patch, work is for you to delete your save file and start over, like completely delete the save data off your console and start over. And so I did, and it happened again. And so I streamed that game for like 9 hours straight one day just to beat it, get the Platinum Trophy, and I deleted it off my console. Incredible game. One of the greatest games I've ever played, but has a catastrophic bug that like makes it so I can't actively recommend the game. That was an incredibly frustrating experience, and now that I'm remembering it, it has certainly added to the burnout. Just because I felt like that game was actively trying to prevent me from finishing it. But yeah, I have to take care of myself, and it makes the content better for you all. But like I said, if you enjoy chatting with me, leave comments. I'll still respond to every single one of them that I can. I check my comments all day, every day, always down to answer questions. Join the Discord. I'm in there every day. The conversations have been quite lively over the past month. Feels like it's picking up a little bit of steam, which is great. You can always find me on Twitter. I may not like actively post as much on Twitter, but you can always tag me, send me a DM, whatever you want. I'm always around. But that's it for the channel update. So, as always, I will thank my channel members. I actually have it up this time. Go me. Thank you very much to John Aldrich with 33 months, Hector J. Estrada with 21 months, Joe Saunders with 20 months, Daniel Cockerill with 16 months, Spencer Young with 14 months, Phoenix Loader with 12 months. Happy 1-year anniversary, Phoenix Loader. The Old One with 11 months, Brian Brubaker with 11 months, almost a year, guys. Stu J. Mac 26 with 10 months, Baghdad Money with 7 months, and Greg with 5 months. I'll have to thank Greg personally at work this week. Okay, but that's it. Again, thank you very much for your understanding in the future of this break when you see this video. You know how to get a hold of me, but I will see you over the spring, hopefully refreshed and ready to crush this Tears of the Kingdom coverage. All right, as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.